Damages are done. Time's been bought. Congratulations, Ontario Provincial Police. Spencer Mills 14716. Ex-chief or commander, year 2019, who had me shot before he left. Him and somebody in a black truck. Staff sergeants, years 2019, 2021. Shannon Cork, Robert Kane. Robert Ken Fuck, Ken Kill, Ken Get Away with It, Money Badge Family, Town Council Lucas. Stacy, a mental health worker, and Shelley Huffner had me kidnapped under false pretenses May 27th, 2021. Congratulations to Lennox and Addington Hospital, CEO, Administration, Patient Relations, Dr. Tatiana V., aka Margie V., name and file falsifier, medical blacklister, the one that assures crimes for o.p.p., and her girlfriend Stacy, mental health worker, was Napanee here, now Kingston. She's the one that assures the crimes for her victims, gets them medically blacklisted, and then turns around and gives out files after doing CAT scans to her girlfriend, who in turn gives them to o.p.p. Spencer Mills. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor. Triage nurses Terry, Tanya, and David are all criminally and negligently involved with o.p.p. crimes, and their boss that they have been criminally and negligently covering up for treatment refusals, discriminations, and more for 3.5 years for Billy Wooldridge, a Harvard wanted inmate on a warrant. He's approximately 73 years old. He's going by the name of Billy Wooldridge. I believe his proper name may be Stephen Maven or whatever. He is a Harvard inmate sex offender anyway. He's an identity thief, highly psychotic. He is the boss to o.p.p. and a child stalker for the ex-chief or commander. And that is why he had me shot by whatever he did. Then there is boyfriend to Spencer Mills, Blair Hardy, who is co-drug trafficker, who is a rapist, who is a drug lacer, who is an obsessed homosexual, identity thief, and guilty of multiple murders. Then there is Tyler Teabag Lake. He is guilty of animal abuses, and he is guilty of murders and guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit with the rest on me. Then there is Jay Gimpy Two Step, lowlife scumbag inbred Van Alstyne, guilty of murders, guilty of my identity theft, and guilty of attempted murders. You are guilty of having my mother stalked and murdered, o.p.p. Spencer Mills, through your little fucking bastards, Blair Hardy, your little fucking boyfriend, and your boss, who you are harboring and protecting. Billy, the one going by the name Billy Wooldridge. 3.5 years because I spoke up about your human homeless trafficking and the homeless exploitation for monetary gains, injuring, torturing, criminal stalking, false arrest, medical blacklisting, lies, time buying, cover ups, using your fucking inmates, getting them off arrest to do crimes for you, i.e., Dale Hartwick. I have been getting seriously injured and tortured for the past 3.5 years and going through identity theft and changes and proved it and have been proving it, and nothing I can do about it because Lennox and Addington Hospital is involved. Lies against me about being suicidal, self-harmer. Good way to keep your victims from getting help by labeling as that. Well, you're fucking torturing them to prevent them help. Isn't that right, Stacy and Spencer Mills? You fucking scum. And Tatiana V., who is Stacy's girlfriend, the name and file falsifier. If any of these doctors, if Hawkesbury doctor worked in Napanee, guaranteed he would still be free. He'd be working for o.p.p. and he'd be covering crimes up with them for him. while committing for them as well. Guaranteed. They're drug traffickers, human sex trade, slavery traffickers. They're involved with pedophilia, false arrest, sex assaulting, having a justice of the peace make accusations and obstruct for them even. The ones also are guilty of murders or attempted murder and working with it for o.p.p, who are drug fed, money paid pieces of shit who are doing this to me for their revenge, is also a Michelle Irish. There is a Holly Carlisle who is Tyler Lake's girlfriend, and she is also guilty of doing what she did with Tyler between her dog and my dog, causing him cancer to kill my animal because you're fucking little bastards. You're using R&M on me. You're using it on my dog to murder for o.p.p, committing identity thefts, completely changing fucking people's identities, completely numbing them down and dumbing them down. You're getting high and fucking using this shit like it's a game because you're all a bunch of fucking psychotic, low-life loser junkies who work for fucking o.p.p. You're nothing but little cocksuckers for the cops who are committing crimes, homicides for them. You are guilty of murdering the entire Wood bloodline by doing this to me. The filth that the fucking cops are in Napanee, you're nothing but terrorists. I have no feeling or stimulation in my head in any way, shape, or form. All I feel is air going through it. The back of my head is swelling up. Yes, I have a hat on and a hood right now because I'm getting ready to go out in a few minutes. But at the same time, I am in excruciating, seriously excruciating pain from going through this stuff. And all I did was speak of police crimes, even to the point where you had my mother murdered o.p.p Spencer Mills to cover this up. Luckily, identity thefts, murders, and attempted murders are all legal right here in Napanee, and I approved it. When o.p.p want revenge, people not only end up dead, but bloodlines do too. Spencer Mills is a fucking serial killing piece of shit cop, and I have nothing against cops. I had no association with any of them because I have no criminal record or history. So up until I was shot because of me speaking of their crimes, and then all of the problems began. 100% revenge retaliation. You're using their badges, their positions, their lies, their false guise of law. Yeah, that's it. Label people as fucking criminals or having being psychologically defunct or on drugs or whatever, and none of it is true. So when you're committing your crimes against them, it's not going to be believed, and that's exactly what that's about. 3.5 years of going through this because of me speaking up of police crimes. So you murder bloodlines and you do it for pleasure while using your fucking little bastards, Blair Hardy, Billy Wooldridge, Tyler Lake, and Van Alstyne, and others. You're murdering humans, you're murdering animals, and you're fucking getting away with it. Good job while keeping them and preventing them from help. Completely fucking changing identities and deforming people. Look what the fuck. I'm starting to look, I'm 50 years old and I'm looking like a piece of shit Tyler Lake, who is fucking, what, 25 years old and an obsessed homosexual. Fucking Blair Hardy, who is a 60-year-old, I believe, and he's a fucking delusional piece of shit goof. He is a rapist. Him and Spencer Mills have a drug lab and fucking a meth lab in Tweed with Robert Kane. The ones that are lacing the drugs to cause homicides in Napanee is Blair Hardy, Billy Wooldridge, Spencer Mills, and Robert Kane. Whether Spencer Mills is here or not, a lot of them left to get out of being charged. I've proven their obstructions and what they will do. They will surround on hands on guns to get away with it. They've done it, and I have proof of it. So, no matter what is done to a person in Napanee, you will have no way or right to save your life when they want revenge. Your family will end up dead, and your bloodline will end up dead, and they will have lots of help. Poor, elderly, homeless, disabled. I advise you to be aware. And this has nothing to do with hate about towards cops. This is about criminal pieces of shit terrorists committing these fucking kind of crimes and getting away with it. Completely and totally changing identities to frame people for revenge, murdering fucking bloodlines. True garbage. The o.p.p. you think you know. Families are murdered and missing. It is the police. And Lennox and Addington Hospital, you are involved in covering up many, many, many homicides and crimes with and for the cops, just as they've been doing for you. I bet there's been a lot of money passed back and forth. Not an accusation, but I bet there's been a lot of money passed back and forth. So my head's gotten fucking shorter. One way or another, Benalstein and Lake and Hardy and the rest of you bastards, you will fucking face prison and I will sue the o.p.p. This is on you, you fucks. Be safe, everybody. Watch yourselves, watch your children around the police, and watch your parents around them too, because they just might end up dead and they will get away with it through Billy Waldridge, Blair Hardy, and the rest of these bastards that they're using to play Pontius Pilate while they're committing these crimes. I'm being used right now, being broadcasted through by one Dale Hartwick. Be safe, everybody. Hit that like, share, subscribe too, and because this is very serious and important. If this can happen to me at 50 years old, how many others has it happened to?